Hello, hello. I am so sorry about all the changes on my thing. I hope I see you here soon. I will wait for friends to come on. I am Dominique with Dominique Rochelle Jewelry, and I will be showing you how to do metal stamping today. We'll go over the basics of how to stamp a charm onto metal and have some fun with that today. I'll wait for a few more people to come on so we can talk about the basics of metal stamping. So hello, hello. How is everybody? I will say first is to make sure that you have a very steady table. Table is like mandatory to have. Hello, Dorothy. How are you? How are you, my dear? Welcome in. We'll be going over stamping today using hammers. And I will show you how to do with an aluminum blank. So they're very, very lightweight and non-tarnishable, which I really love. Stainless steel is the same way. Stainless steel is very hard to stamp in though. So I'll be showing how to do aluminum today with this. Hello, Jenny. Welcome in. I'm so glad you found me. Good morning, Mama. Hello, Knitting with Beads, Victoria. How are we all today? Hello, Anita. Welcome in. Is everybody excited to learn how to do stamping today? Hello, Beth. Are we excited? I am. We'll go over some basics and then oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, please, everybody hit the like button. And if you can, subscribe so you can see me when I come in. Hello, Renee. Welcome back. Hello, hello, everybody. Yes. Sorry, Miss Heather is recovering still, so until she gets back to feeling better and till Beth gets all set up and ready to share all her wisdom, I'll be here filling in until we set up a final time slot for me, which will probably be in the later afternoon. So, and then we can go on a regular scheduled time and days. But I'm here and happy to be here with you ladies today. We get to smack it out a little bit, which will be fun. It's one of my favorite things to be able to create something. Oh, her name is Victoria. That is my mom. Mom is here to join on the fun today. Hi, Brandy. Oh, welcome in. Hello, Cynthia. We can all see that. There we go. Yes, this is a great stress reliever. And I like using a 1 pound hammer for smaller stamps. I have a 2 pound hammer I like using for. So we'll go over larger stamps and design stamps, as well as letter stamps. There are a lot of different companies out there that you can buy stamps from all over the United States, as well as other countries. You can find stamps. I actually just found a couple great ones on Etsy from a lady in New Zealand. You can have your stamps designed for yourself. So if you have your own company logo, which that's what I'm working on next, is getting my own design stamp created so I can stamp my own little charm on the back, or like on the back of this, I can put my own signature on the back, or on like a little charm. I'll be able to have that on each necklace at the end, kind of thing. So this is a really great way to make your jewelry really special and unique to you, which I've seen so many different creators out there doing stamping, and even if you give them the same set of things, you are able to create in a whole different way. That's one thing I really love about stamping. So today I thought we'd have some fun stamping out a word or two. I've got some blanks we can pull out and have some fun with, and maybe do some words of the year this year, and share a little bit of basics of stamping. So if you have any questions today, please drop it in the comments. I would love to hear any questions that you have about stamping. One thing I do recommend is having a very sturdy table, to not have to try to not have it on carpet, because that can actually have bounce to it, and that will make your stamps have a shadow, and that we don't want a double stamp. We don't want a shadow. It took me a long time to figure out what the good table was and everything else to make sure that I wasn't double stamping, and every once in a while I still do, so that becomes a practice blank and I am able to use that for other things. I also recommend to have it on the edge of a corner of a table, so you can have the sturdiest part of the table that you're using. That makes sure that we don't move around too much. Yes, I heated it up out here since about 7 o'clock, and just turned the heater off like 5 minutes ago. So we're warm, and if I need to, I will make somebody get me a sweater. I have a sturdy wood table that I use, and I actually the table legs are iron steel, so mine's solid. But if you have I do recommend a wooden table, and to use just the actual like corner leg of the space, so you're on the steadiest space of your table space. I do say to recommend to let's zoom us out a little bit so we can see my table here. Let's get to swappy me and put me there. All right, so you guys can see what we're working with. I have my hammer always on the dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, in your right hand always. So that always stays on that side of things. Now, for my stamps, my design stamps, my letter sets, I have them to the right. One thing I do like about Impressart is when you get letters stamps, you also will get a special design stamps in with them. This one, because I'm such a star lover and I like how simple the font looks, I grabbed this one, and it has all sorts of cute little designs. I use a brass head hammer. This one's from Impressart. One reason I like this hammer is the ergonomical handle, and I don't have to handle a brass hammer that has let's see. I have another 2-pound hammer that's a little different, and its handle is down here, so it's a little harder to grasp for me. And I needed this. As you see, it's gotten some love too. I needed this to get those bigger stamps until Impressart came out with this really nice ergonomical stamp brass hammer. It has a little thumb space. There are also frets hammers out there. They're more expensive. Those are amazing hammers to use. You don't you can go less expensive and more expensive out there. Let's see. Is there a word that we want to stamp out today, or a few? Can we put those in the comments? Maybe. Or shall I just pick one because I'm here and we're having fun? Do we have questions? My friends, beating besties. Okay. Let's see. Let's write that out. So, unity. So if I did beating besties, I would do beating up here and then down below, besties down below. So we can do that. That's right. Or unity. I really love that. That would be an easy one word to kind of show you first. How about we do that? And we can show you how ooh, I love this. All right. Can we see that really nicely? I love using this Scotch tape. Impressart also has their lined little tape things that they have as well. Oh, it's okay. Let's do beating besties on a bracelet. What do you think about that? We can totally do it on a bracelet, or like I said, we could do beating up here and then besties down there. Unity. I like unity. Unity really works for me. So, and on these, what I like about the tape, when we bring our stamp down, you can feel the line of where you're going to stamp. And I like to line up my tape. Let's see. Let's say we don't have it on there. I like having it like this to, yeah, we'll do a bracelet next, and I'll show you a really great little gadget to be able to stamp words in the middle and straight for that as well. So yeah, let's do unity on our charm first. I love that. That's really great. So I line up. So we're gonna drag. See there. I line that right from there, and I drag it down to where I want my word to be. So if we wanted a few different words, like we were going to do, like if you wanted to do beating, I'd put it up here. I'd make sure that I had enough room to put beading. It might not be with this little line, but we could that would probably work if we just flip that. It doesn't have that line, and I could probably easily put beating right there with besties below. So that works if we wanted to just flip that and use the back. But if since that's got a cute little line, that'll help circle around the unity, which I really like that. So we'll put unity in the center, and then in the center of the blank. So Sometimes it's harder to eyeball. So, and see, I put it in between. It's an inch blank, so line by line. You can also take a ruler and crisscross to line it out. That will also help. If you're struggling to figure out where the center is. You can also just go and have fun with it if you don't really care about center and lining it all up. Just have fun and put it wherever you want. So I will put unity here. So I'll do UNITY. The I is in the middle, so we'll line that up there. I like to write it out because, yes, ruler tape, Scotch tape, ruler tape. I found this at Michael's. You can also find it on Amazon. This stuff is great. And then I just take that back, take it up. I can flip it around, use the other side, and just kind of go along. This has been a nice savior for me to line things up and get these right. So I would definitely recommend. And yeah, moms use this stuff too. So this is a really, really great tape. Yes. Yeah. Right. So when you're able to line it up like this, I actually like to stamp out my middle letter. And so when you're writing all of your words out, you are able to kind of go backwards and forwards. And since sometimes that can be harder than others, you can also start from where you see the U, which I'm going to draw on my blank, which will Sharpie, it'll wipe off with a household paper towel. So you can actually just wipe it off when you don't need it. Oh, mom's used it in sewing. Oh, you love that tape. You have this tape, Carolyn? Have you used it in, what craft have you used it in? I'd love to know. And Dorothy, you're going to have to get some of this tape. This stuff is great. So we'll use this stargazer. I like to sit up nice and tall with this. And when we stamp, when we bring our stamp here, we'll go all the way over the top and hammer straight down. Oh, you need some. Yes. I will find the link for it for you girls and drop it in this after I post today, so you guys can grab it, because this stuff is fantastic. I absolutely love it. Now I will pull out all of our letters. What I love about some of the higher end ones, they always have the stamped out or engraved space here, so you see what side you need to point at you. If you find that the less expensive stamps don't have that, grab your Sharpie and write the letter on the side that you need to stamp on, because you don't want that to be like over here and now you've got a sideways U, right? Yikes! That wouldn't be fun. Now we can use these for different fun other things. We'll go into that later on, but today we'll just go into stamping a word. So we'll grab our U, and what a wonderful word. I-T. Y. And this set, as you can see, actually has like the letters in there, so I can pull all those out and easily remember where that where that goes back. So yeah, if you're wanting to get a less expensive one that doesn't have the letters on it, take the time and write those on there. There are basic stamps that you can get that are around like the $15-20 range that won't have the like letters on there. They won't have it all nicely separated. They'll so like when you pull one out, all the letters kind of combine in together. But you know, that's okay. I did that for a while, and there are these blank things that you can buy so you can put your letter stamps in. I've also bought letter sets on D-Stash that I just grab ammo boxes and put my stamps in. And when we get to design stamps, I'll show you all those. We'll do the first way that I said on Unity, where I'll go from I and then do TY and NU, and then our next word I'll show you how to go from that over. So we'll do this first. So non-dominant hand. Always keep it in your non-dominant hand. The one thing you never want to do is line it up with your dominant hand and then switch it, because we can move that stamp out of our space if we switch it, right? So we want to slide it down, and I don't think I can get it any closer, but what we want to do is slide it down into where we feel, and I like to as well make sure to polish that up. I've got a little polish cloth, and I'll polish my metal. See how that really reflects and shines? I get these at the local Bi-Mart here, but these are microfiber cloths. These really work well for getting a little quick shine out of things. So okay. So I don't think we can see that. I might have to figure out how to show you guys that. So when you bring it over and down, you actually can see once I polish that, you could actually see the reflection of the letter. So you can kind of see where you're wanting to bring it down. So where it came down, it notched in. It's not letting me go anywhere anymore. So we'll do slide it down. Get it in that space. Bring our hammer. And I like to give it one good whack. Because these are a small 2mm letter, you don't need to hit it hard. Okay, so one good whack. Just like that. And see, there's our eye. It's a little indented. We'll show you here. Actually, I can pull it up. Eye. And see, with metal stamping, as you see, it's not taking out the metal, it's actually moving the metal away. So we aren't engraving here. We're actually pressing in and moving things out of the way. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That's why engraving and metal stamping are so different. We aren't taking metal out. We're moving metal. We'll get that back down. Bring out our T. Making sure that's right towards me. Bring that in right down next to it. Now I put the T there, but see how small this is? I'm actually going to put that right there in the middle. So that's why I like to do middle out and middle out if I haven't played with this. Oh, sorry. You can't see anything because my head's in the way. Why didn't I see that? Sorry. I will go this way so you can see. My bad, guys. So I like to go in the middle out. So when I have a smaller stamp, see, I actually should have done my T because these are so tiny. It should be T and then Y and then N and then U, and using these dashes instead. The dash, the in between, the dash, the in between, if that makes sense. But you guys wouldn't have seen that tiny writing, so I wanted to show you what like how we're gonna spell it out, and that makes it easy to see what we're spelling out throughout the whole thing. So I'll bring it right next to that I. Slide it down till I feel it. We're not trying to manhandle these, right? We don't want hand fatigue. And as you see, I don't keep my hammer in my hand while I'm doing this. I have my hammer off to the side to make sure that I'm not getting fatigue in my hand up here either. So while we're lining things up, hammer out of the hand. Unless you're fighting other things off. We don't need our hammer in our hand all the time. Right? All right. Over the top. 1, 2, 3, right? And hammer. And there we go. T. And the last of the word is Y. First, go over the top. I've got my letter in front of me. Y. And you can always put those back as you go so you don't lose them as well. Unless you're using them again over and over because you're going to stamp this out for a few friends. So slide. Make sure you're right next to that I. I brought the N out. Thanks, Mom. I know. I'm going to need to duck like this. It can't go forward. Oh, hello, Maria. Nice to see you here. Sorry, I didn't notice that you came in. We're working on metal stamping today. I'm so excited. We're stamping the word unity. So, which I thought was a great word today to stamp out, especially for this year that we are having. So let's bring unity. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's the N. And let's see, I should have snugged that up a little bit better. That is one thing about metal. Once it's in, it's in. We're not going anywhere else. So make sure that's lined up nice and straight the way you want it. See, I'm like, get in it. No head in the way. I'm just going to think of Mom saying it to me. Watch your head. Watch your head, kid. There we go. Unity. That's okay, Jenny. You can post your beautiful jewelry on Beading Besties. There is Unity. And I'll color that in so we can see the pretty of Unity. I'm using Impressart to do it quickly. You can use Sharpie. I also use Posca pens. You can use Gilder's paste with black nail polish over the top of it. I was just told that's one of my friend's favorite ways to do it, especially with thicker fonts, to make sure this stuff stays in. I hammered this pretty good today, so it will actually stick in there really nicely. There are all sorts of pens out there you can use. There's also the Sharpie oil pens out there. I like the white one to do more to white blanks. Mom seems to like the white on there better, so when I make her charms, I do white. Now let that dry, okay? I'm impatient. I don't like to wait. I want to see things like ASAP. But let that dry so it can actually set in. Okay? I know that Sharpie. It's a paint. It's an oil paint pen. So yes, it's a paint pen. Well, Mom, you're not the only old one in this group. So I think if that's the case, you know, and white ends up being a better color for you, it does like, oh, well, I think half of these things in here look like a weapon these days with these hammers, Jenny. So oh. Yes, everybody, welcome in my mom. That is Miss Knitting and Beads. She will stop in a time or two and say hi and show her creations on playing with things. She likes to knit with beads, so I want to share how she does that. So beads with all sorts of things. We're going to wipe that away and see how easy that wipes away. We have our first word. How fun is that? And then easiest way for that, you just pull your jump rings out, throw a jump ring on that, and you're ready to go, right? Put a jump ring on that, and you have your own charm that you've made with your word. And just like that, we can throw that on a necklace. Well, and you can start small with just you don't have to buy a whole big, you know, kit. And they go on sale a lot. I'll make sure to share when sales happen for basics, basic kits, so you guys can get on the sales like when I do. I always buy when things go on sale, and usually when they first come up with something for a design stamp or a new font, they're always like 10 to 15% off. So yeah, I'll make sure you guys know when good sales are. So I think we said beating besties, didn't we? So let's pull this down. This I will say, and it comes with a small nowhere to go. Of course I can't find it. It comes with a small, there it is, metal plate, but it's really thin. So I really recommend grabbing a 4x4 if you're going to actually not be mad at life, because as great as having this on the go is, this really works a lot better to make sure your word is stamped in well. So and this has 4 magnets on the bottom, so as you will hear in just a second, it clicks in, and that sucker, yeah, as you see, the table is moving, not it, right? It slides a little bit, but not really a lot. And oh yeah, birthday gifts. I'll show you the necklace. We'll do where I stamped out all of the grandkids' names on the necklace for each charm and put their birth flower on each one. So mom has all of her grandkids on a necklace. So there's a lot of really great fun ideas to be had with doing this. Now let's grab a 3/8 bracelet. And that slides in real easily. Just like that. Yeah. Do I need to make? I don't need to make another. I put them all on there, right, Mom? We have the last one on there, Wyatt. Now let's do a different font. 3mm works really well with the Impressart slide. So I will bring out, which, speaking of Valentine's Day, Heartbreaker is a really great basic kit. I think you can still get this at Michael's. They do a buy one get one 50% off. I think that's right now. So look out for Michael's for deals too. That's where I got some of my stamps for inexpensive to try to start. And they also have exclusive stamps. So I'll show you some of those as well. But aren't those cute? Can we just have a moment to see how adorable? 30%. Oh, and 30% off now. See? So look at that. Look at the love, the hearts. I actually just stamped out this last night when I was practicing with. I did my initial with the little daggers, and love and the daggers, and my Sweetie Pie's initial. So easy things to do. I also like putting design stamps at the ends to make it more unique. We'll show all sorts of different ways to play and dazzle up bracelets. Let's write out beating besties, so I know what we're working with here. Right. Best IPS. And then, am I in the way? Please tell me if I get in the way. And then beating. this is when you learn that you can spell backwards. All right. Beading besties. BEADING BESTIES. So we'll use the middle and we'll just separate them apart. Oh, they don't have those in Guatemala. Wow, Guatemala. I didn't know that's where you were from. That's amazing. Let's we'll do besties first, and then we'll go backwards and do beading. Or actually, I mean, we can start out. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that again. I really like this font. It's a cute font. Now the difference between the pink, the other color, and the black boxed ones from Impressart, these are rated for stainless steel, all the way up to stainless steel, the black ones, and the lighter ones are not. So when you're buying, make sure you're reading, if you're wanting to get into stainless steel, to make sure to get rated for stainless steel stamps. Otherwise you will not get an impression. You'll get a very light stamp, and that's not what we want. We want to see what we have, right? So let's line this up. Here, actually, I'll line this up in the middle here. That way it's nice. And there's the middle, so let's go to the side. Are we having fun yet? I hope we're learning. Is there any other questions we have? Please drop them in the comments. So I'm going to line mine up right at the hash mark. Get my, and here, it won't let you move as much, so it's just going to let you go down the line. That's why it'll be it's easiest to, and only to do uppercase letters, and I'll show you why only uppercase and lowercase, because lowercase has a swoop, but I'll show you that on a different blank. We'll make this for one of our beading besties today. How about that? And remember, we usually just do one. Now, if the impression hasn't gotten all the way in there, it's okay. Like, because some days our hands just aren't what they want to be, and we need to make a little second impression. Make a second impression. I like to take a blank that I've messed up on, and I like to hammer on it to kind of see where my body is that day. Because some days are better than others, right? And so we want to make sure that our stamping looks really nice throughout. So always make sure to stamp out to the side first to see like how well the stamps are going for you. Oh yes, there are definitely different tools for stainless steel. Some will not work, so you definitely want to look at the description on your metals to make sure. There's a lot of them on Amazon that are not rated stainless steel. And the ones on, you know what I haven't been showing is our comments all day long. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I haven't been doing this all day long. My bad. I meant to have that on the corner. Next time, remind me. That way I can look up and see it better too. Yes, they can be used on any metal. You can use copper, brass. Brass is the hardest metal to stamp in, I will say, and that's one thing to note. brass is the hardest to hammer into, and it takes some heavy force. There's also ways to heat that metal up and anneal it, but that's a whole different space. That's why I recommend using aluminum to start out with, because it's a soft metal. It's also a soft metal that can is non-tarnishable. So it's one that won't bother people, just as well as stainless steel. Just the weight of it is different. So it's almost like a feather light weight, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So you can with the aluminum, I can use these rated stamps, where with stainless steel you definitely have to have rated stainless steel stamps. Great, cool. And yes, I'll do a video, like a tutorial video that I'll record for you guys to see which tools you need and all of that, so you can easily go back to it and get all the basics. We're just having fun today on kind of stamping in. Thank you, Mom. Always chiming in. I like it. Write that down. We're doing Beading Besties on a bracelet. We did the fun Unity on a charm. So yeah, let's go to that. And what I love about, I'll drop a link to this as well, so you can get this little bracelet helper. We'll get in there, as I think I was talking about, making sure you stamp on the side on a different blank. There, yes. And we'll stamp in, and there, my one hammer is working real well today, so I'll stick with that. I did not put my stamps away, so my U and N are still on my table. I recommend using a brass hammer because you won't get bounce. The stamp will go into and press into the brass a little bit, and you can actually swap out that space of the brass that actually will unscrew out. There are replacements. Yes, it does matter, at least for like ergonomical reasons too. You can use your like household steel hammer. You'll get bounce back though, I have noticed, with steel hammers. So I've tried to stick with brass. I do have a steel hammer for a sledgehammer though, for a 3-pound one, because I have some really big design stamps. Some of my flower ones have, let's see, can I, there we go. See, like this, some of my flower ones have so much detail. And there's techniques to get that, where all of the details have to get in. So I also have a 3-pound sledge, and when I do these, I only do a few a day, because like Mom just popped in, it is a little harder on my hands. I do wear copper gloves now to help my hands stay nice and don't get hurt. So yeah, absolutely. And please drop any questions in the comments. I'm here to help, especially because this is probably really new to a lot of you, and I've gone through the gambit of working on the wrong table space. I've worked on, and got double impressions. I didn't have a good steady sandbag, leather sandbag. This thing dampens out sound. So if you guys are in a space that you can't have sound, the leather sandbag works fantastic. Otherwise, put the it down on your flat wood. Besties. BE. Now, when I line this up, because of how the letters line up, and I want that E next to the B, I will slightly have that part of my stamp moved over the B, so it's nice and right next to my B. I want it nice and close. Okay. As you see, I'm dropping my hammer off to the side while I'm doing this. No using your dominant hand to place it. Try to use the mirror of your blank to help you find the space, because once you've placed it, and don't do this, all right? So once you've placed it, and I like to tip it over just to make sure I'm in the right spot. Once you've placed it, you don't want to swap it out, right? And once it's there, the metal's going to go in. So, and once it's in, it's in. BEST. And that's forward. Always making sure that's forward. And see how fun this is to get a little aggression out? I'm just saying. Like, this is when you come out and you hammer out something and you're having a day, but then you get to make something pretty at the end. Isn't that great? I love it. BESTIES. Besties. And this is a world of besties. All right. I'm going to pull out my beading so I don't misspell. And this keeps me. Let me show you. I'll move this up here. I keep this like down below me, like so. And so that way when I'm going backwards. I have my word already lined out so I can go from the back over. That will help me. And if I have like a double letter, I move that letter back to the next spot. So like when I used my B over here for besties, or my S, I would have just moved my S over once I stopped using it, and then I'll put my stamps away. So that's, especially in the beginning, because stamping backwards is odd enough. But I will show you there are other ways where you can line it up and mark it out and make sure that you can go from here to here and go beading and then besties. G. Make sure there's a space in there, right? So we'll leave that hashtag right there in between and go over to that one right there. So we have a space. G. N. I. Oh, see, I didn't get that close enough. I should have looked again. So there was my problem. I don't know if you can see that, but I didn't slide that over enough. Someone's getting this. How do you guys? So make sure on the I, because it's skinnier, right? So I probably should have stamped this out to the side beforehand to make sure I got my I and N to line up a little bit better. I'll make sure to do that here. And see, I've been doing this for years and I still make mistakes. Looks good to you? Oh, well, thanks. See? Well, guess who's getting it, Dorothy? Your box is getting bigger, baby. Well, and that, right? It is one of a kind. Does give it character, and that's a great way to think about it as well. So I love that as well, and I agree. I think of that with making earrings. There is never two alike, and so that's what makes these really great. Like, talk about one of a kind. Even with the spacing can be just a little bit different. You can texture it a little bit different. You can make, a little initials on the end, which I think we will, since it's Miss Dorothy's. We'll put your initials on the end. So see, there we go. Creating besties. And I didn't get that B in quite right, so I'm going to go back in and feel it, which I kind of just close my eyes and make sure that B goes right back in. Now, I didn't get the top of it right, so I'm going to take my stamp and press it just a little bit more towards the upper part of the B, because the upper part of the B didn't get stamped in. So I will go not like extreme. I'm just showing you a little bit of how, but I go just a little bit, like instead of being on its center, I would just go a little like that. Make sure I'm in there. Snug as a bug in a rug right there. We go. And bam. See how we brought that back? See how that B looks so much better now? So you can rescue. Okay, we can rescue this. All right, so we want to do Dorothy's initials, but we want it to land so the D on one side and it's I, correct, Dorothy? Yes, D-I. So we actually want to like make sure the D is over here and the I is over here, which will look opposite, right? We're ending up doing the I and the D. But when we bend it, the D will be here and the I will be over here. Right? So let's color that in to show, to see. And I'll take, actually we can slide that back in, and we'll just do the S at the end, or the B and the D and I. See, so since you can slide that all the way, I can put that right there in the middle. We'll wait. So this side is our D, this side is our I. If you have to write it out, write it on there, because this stuff we're gonna want to color it in anyway, right? So if you put the D, or if I put like I over here, so then I know what I'm doing over here. It's another good little reminder for yourself, because when you flip it over, I don't want it to say ID, I want it to say DI. All right. Where's my D? And my I. There we go. I'll put our other letters away. Otherwise, we know they'll probably get lost in the chaos of this room. All right. So I like to get that right down at the end. And go like that. Miss D. That coming good? No, it didn't. Let's see, I did the same thing again. Miss D. And right at the end. Just to make sure. Bam. And see, I knew what I was doing the last couple times, so instead I just did a little tap and a tilty and tapped it one more time. Yeah, and see, Dorothy, that's exactly the feeling I get every time I make something stamped, because it's you immediately get to do someone's initials, so now it's for them, it's not for anybody else, and that's one reason I really do love, and why I want to share my stamping love with all of you guys. And this is just the start of the creativity that you can go into. You can make your own little design stamp charms to have for earrings and all sorts of things. So we can texture, we can do all the things. So let's color that in. Let's color that in. And we'll wait for that to dry because, you know, I'm impatient. Are there any other questions we have today? Oh, I'm so excited I found you guys. You guys have been so welcoming. It's so fun to be able to share my absolute love of beading, and I will actually that's where I'm going with that next, my dear. There are bracelet pliers that we will be uh doing this and wrap. I will show that next, just after we get that all colored in. So thank you, Maria, for asking. And there's those. There's also these big daddies. It depends on the bracelet. Now, if it was something custom made and like that, it go, and depending on the width of the bracelet and all of that, goes between $15 and $25, depending on how much we're stamping, how much you're putting into it. There, you know, if we're going and doing a whole bunch of design stamps and we're going all out, you charge for that, you know, go up towards the $25 range. If it's thicker and you've spent like an hour and a half on stamping this whole beautiful phrase out, then that's what you know, charge for that space, charge for you know, the time that you put in. Dorothy, I ended up accidentally. You gotta see, and that's sometimes what happens too. I accidentally went in there a double stamp, so I was, I mean, the Rochelle Rockets. We can be the crafty bunch, the creatives, my creative girls. I love it. Beating besties. Yeah. These are ridiculously huge, but they do work well with getting that like wrap around. But I really like these. I've used these for years. Oh yes, Shadow. Yeah, yeah. And there's actually fonts that are out that have that. I have one called Arcadia that's more of a outlined one. So I come in. Oh, and there are a protective layer on there too that you'll want to take off on both sides. I come in and get that edge, and slowly come all the way around till we hit kind of in the middle. Then I like to go back. I'll find my other Neeks, unique sneaks, custom D. I mean, yeah, yeah. It's not. It's easy to squeeze. I thought you did. I thought you used something like this for your barrettes when I last saw you make some. They work really well. You also used their nylon hammer I've seen. And this has two different other pieces that come with it that you can use for texturing and for flattening out things with that as well. We'll keep coming in. Oh, you'll have to show me. Yeah, I have another bracelet one as well. It's in here somewhere. So we go all the way to the center. Sorry, I have that off cue. And it's okay to bend all the way around. So see what I mean by our D and our I are now like that. So to get a little bit more of a flat space on here, what we do is come back around and flip our pliers, right? So we have it like this. Gonna flip our pliers and go right into the middle. And then come press it out just a little bit. And then there's our nice flat space instead. Beading besties. And there we go. We did a bracelet. We did a charm today. And we'll go over doing design stamps, and we'll make a little necklace on Thursday. A little love necklace on Thursday, and show you how to do that. Where we'll put someone's name on it, on a heart, and we'll do that on Thursday. How's that sound? We'll all be back here together on Thursday at 11 with my beading besties. We'll get creative together. How's that sound? Did we have fun today? Did we have fun today? Let's see. See, ladies, how disastrous it can start to get. Design stamps. Alphabet stamps. So it can get And yes, when you get your kit, Dorothy, let's go over and help you out, okay? I can't wait till you get one and I get to teach you more about this, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And like we'll teach you how to do some texturing next with a ball peen hammer. We'll get some cool little texture. We'll do some things. Yes, now we need some blanks. And that's another thing I wanted to share with you. When you're starting out as well, I use aluminum tape. Here, let me switch back to my my source here, because I want to show you a little bit about aluminum tape, because this works so great to, let's say I want to design something. Where is a blank? Let's say I want to design, and let's swappy. Come back. Come back. Why isn't it showing? I'm not sure. So aluminum tape, which is like truly aluminum tape, hardware store tape, right? Right? We can get this at the hardware store. This stuff will help when we are doing designs, to where you'll make a measurement around so you can see where you can stamp out at, and we'll go over that as well on Thursday, okay? Because I want to show you how to like see things out before you stamp, so we're not wasting our blanks, right? We don't want to waste our blanks when we aren't quite sure what we want to do. So this is one really great way to, like, I just take my nail and I go around the blank, or I got like a little pen. I'll go around the blank and see where the blank is, and then I'll do my stamping. So then, and in here, it will show. You don't have to tap it hard, and it will show exactly what it is in there. So you can see, stamp out your words, stamp out your designs. We'll go over that more on Thursday. So there's the, yeah, just looks like that. Just a easy roll of aluminum tape. So that's another thing. I'll drop a link for you guys. I'll get things in so you guys can kind of see the like little tools. These little tools, I'll put drop a tutorial on all the tools that have helped me along the way, including that awesome Scotch tape in there. So we'll go back to me and say hello again. I hope you guys had a really great time today and learned a lot. I can't wait till you guys get your kits. This is gonna be fun to go through, and we'll do some charms and make an earring set or something. We'll go into more creating with our stamping and adding it to our beads that we get, so we can actually make it so much more. We'll miss you, but yes, I'll make sure that the replay is up so you can watch it. Maria, I'm sorry I don't get to see you then. So have fun though. Where you get to go? Where are you going? I want to go play. So I hope you guys had a great time today. I hope you learned a lot. Please leave me a message if you have any questions on anything, or drop a message in here after I put up this video. If you have any other questions for me, I would love to go over any questions that I get in another tutorial or video live. So please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for joining in with me, Dominique, and Dominique Rochelle Jewelry. Please don't hesitate to give me a like and go into that subscribe if you loved today and my other videos, to make sure to switch it to all, so you can see all of my videos when I'm coming on live. I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday, and have a wonderful evening or rest of your afternoon wherever you are. Oh, how fun. She's going. Well, happy anniversary. And Dorothy, I'm going to have to get a little box out for you for your bracelet and your charm now. So we've got a little bestie box coming towards you. Thank you everybody for joining in. See you guys soon. Thank you. Have a great day.